Story time, Matt in the building. What's good, y'all? Hope you're having a blessed day. And hey, we ain't done a story time on this channel in about 2 weeks, and it was everybody's favorite series. I think we can all agree. Now today, we're back though. We're back. No need to fear. Matt is here. We're back with the story times. If y'all want to see another story time, let's aim for 500 likes on this story. You know, only like it if you like it. I only want to bring out content you guys want to see. But shout out to my old teammate and a current friend of mine. I'm not gonna say his name. I don't know if he wants his name out there. He actually hit me up. He's like, yo, I've been watching your story times. I think this would be a good one to tell. I was like, bro, this one would be amazing. He's a former high school teammate of mine. We played basketball together. Shout out to you, man. Appreciate the video idea. And we're gonna get into it. You know what to do. I gotta say it. Do all that good stuff. Hit that subscribe button, leave a like if you're new to the channel, and let's get straight into it. Hey, I ain't gonna hold y'all. Your boy Matt. I'm feeling kind of drippy today. I'm feeling good. I hope y'all feeling good. Now to get into this story. Man, I was really feeling myself. I'm also doing a mall vlog today, so stay tuned for that. Anyways, that's not what we're talking about. We're trying to get into a story time. Come on, Matt, get your head in the game. All right, so to get into this story time, just like all of mine, we gotta throw it back to when I was in high school. That's when all the crazy stories was going on. This one ain't that crazy, but it's just, I don't even know what to call it. My junior year. All right, we gotta throw back to my junior season, high school basketball season, basketball. Okay, so I started playing varsity, starting on varsity as a freshman, and that's a pretty good achievement, you know, clap it up. Yeah, it is what it is. So my freshman and sophomore year, they went good, you know, we was a pretty decent, solid team, you know. I felt like I was getting used to the coach's system and whatnot, getting comfortable, but everybody knows if you're playing varsity as a freshman and sophomore, by your junior season, that's when everybody's like, yo, it's your time, you gotta go off, you gotta average at least. I think most people were expecting, it was like supposed to be my breakout season, and everyone was expecting me to average above 17 to 18 points, which, you know, that is a lot, but at the same time, I didn't feel like it was a lot for my standards. Now, as you guys may or may not know, I made a video talking about what happened my junior season. If you haven't seen it, I'll just give you a brief summary. First game of the year, playing one of the best teams in the state. I had 30 points going into the fourth quarter, first game of the year. And literally the second or third play of the fourth quarter, I go to block a dude's shot, bam, fall on my leg or catch myself with my right leg. Yeah, my right leg. That was it. Snapped my ACL. Was really never the same again. But that is what it is. We're not here to talk about that. So that was my junior season. That was the first game. And we wound up losing the game by 4 to 6 points to one of the best teams in the state. But when I got hurt, it just demoralized the team. I was the leader of the team. Everybody looked up to me, you know, anytime there's a tough situation in the game, everybody was looking towards me to see how I would respond to it. That's what a leader is. And if you're a leader or just you look up to somebody who's a leader, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I held the team together and all that good stuff. Now, hold on. Gotta give me some water, man. I'm out of breath. Am I talking that fast? All right, anyways. Sorry about that. A little intermission. We ain't even cutting this out. Straight up raw footage. That's what the story time's about. Now, when I got hurt, you know, all my teammates, not only did I get hurt, but it really hurt them and demoralized them. Especially after it was weird because they played with me from when I was a freshman, sophomore, and junior. So it was weird for them to go out there and not me. I was a guy, I played with passion. I was a trash talker. I brought the fire. I pumped up the crowd. I was one of those, I was the hype guy. You know what I'm talking about. I wasn't a quiet leader. I was a vocal leader. I was always talking, lifting people up when they had their head down. Lift them up. I feel like I'm an energetic person. And that's what I was about. So when I was gone, we didn't have that. Not only was I the leader and one of the best players on the team, we lost, well, not only was I one of the best players on the team, we lost our leader. That's what I meant to say. So when I wasn't out there on the court, yeah, we was losing my points per game, but we was also losing that leadership mentality. And there wasn't another guy on the team that really had it like me, I feel like. We had another great player. I don't know if he wants his name out there, but he wasn't a vocal leader. Okay, so that's where it's different. He couldn't bring the team together. And I could see it throughout the season, right? So as the season's continuing on, you know, a couple games going by, we lost every game. We lost like the first couple games after I didn't play. But it wasn't about losing, but during the losses, like the guys, I could just see them when I was walking in on my crutches and when we'd be losing during the timeouts, guys would just be looking at me. When they get stubbed out of the game, they come up to me and be like, yo, Matt, what am I doing wrong? And they just be like, I wish you was out here. There were so many times, like, I think they felt more bad for me than I felt bad for myself. Like, it was a crazy situation. So, season's going along, and long story short, we finished the season 0-30. 0-30. Didn't win a game. But keep in mind, like, this team was good when I was on it. But, like, it's just because, and they weren't even bad players. Like, I'm still a part of the team, so we went 0-30. That's what I'm saying. But this team was not a 0-30 team. Like, we had talent. It's just, we had nobody to combine it together. I know some of you watching this know what I'm talking about. Probably, like, you may be playing for a high school right now where y'all have talent, but y'all just lose games, and it don't make sense because sometimes, I don't know, it's just having that leader, and when he's not there, whether it's the coach, sometimes it's the coach's fault or whatnot, you know, he can't lead the team together. But anyways, we finished the season 0-30, but we're not talking about the season. If you want me to make a story time talking about what happened during that season, let me know in the comment section. But anyways, going into this game, the main point of this video, right, we're going up against a team named Jemison, right? They had a couple 3-star recruits. They was loaded. But most importantly, they had a guy named John Petty. He was a 5-star recruit. If you're from the South, you've probably heard of him. He plays college basketball at Alabama. He's not as great in college as he was in high school. I mean, he's still a good player. Don't get it twisted. But in high school, he was looked at. Like, everybody thought he was going to be a one and done. It just, things haven't turned out for him so well in college. He can still get to the league, but chances are kind of slim in my opinion. But anyways, in high school, he's a 5-star recruit. He was a machine. And we was hosting them at our place. And this was about midway through the year. I remember going into the game, all my teammates were like, yo, we're going to get killed. We're going to get killed. I'm like, no, it ain't going to be that bad. Like, even though we went 0, the team went 0, we went 0-30. I'm going to say we. Even though we went 0-30, we weren't losing games by like 100. Like, it was just, we was losing games on buzzer beaters, possession here or there, turnovers. And when you lose games by possessions and turnovers and mental mistakes, it's because you don't have that leader out there. And that's what I was. I don't care what anybody, I'm not even bragging, I'm a leader. I say that with, that's just pride, I'm a leader. So, going into the Jemison game, right? Sorry, I got a text. Going into the Jemison game, this is when things, that's the team we was playing, this is when things got really bad. Okay, so, you know, everybody at school was like, yo, y'all can get killed, y'all can get killed. I'm like, no, it's not going to be that bad. You know, I wasn't saying we was going to win, but I was like, I don't think it's going to be that bad. I mean, I was wrong, I'm not going to lie. I thought we might lose by 20 max, but not what was about to happen. Heading into the gym, it was packed, sold out. You know, I'm walking in on my crutches and stuff, and just looking at the other team, I'm like, man, this looks like a college team, because I was visiting colleges and stuff, and this looked like some of the players on the team. Like, no way, man, these grown men. And, oh yeah, the John Petty dude, he was like 6'6", 6'7", I think, something like that. He's a cool dude, chill dude, shout out to him. But, yeah, it was just not good. The warm-up lines, I could tell, a lot of times in high school, not in college and the NBA, teams will beat you in the warm-up lines. I know you're like, Matt, what are you talking about? Like, it's an intimidation factor. Sometimes teams beat themselves without even playing a game. And I saw that in our guys' eyes. And a couple of my teammates, they were coming up to me like, yo, Matt, it's going to be bad. We're going to get dunked on. I was just laughing, you know. I was like, well, I guess we'll see. Because I never wanted to tell them that. I was just like, man, we'll see. But I wasn't a hype man either. I wasn't like, oh, no, we might win. I knew we probably wasn't going to win. We're hosting them. They tip off. You know, the first couple minutes, it wasn't that bad. But then they started setting up a press. You know, we started turning the ball over. Look up at the scoreboard. Man, I kid you not. It was 30-2 in the first quarter. We couldn't even pass half court. It was miserable to watch. Like, you would have thought we was a middle school basketball team out there. It was just bad. It was bad, man. And then going into half, the score was, I believe the score was like 48 to like 14, something like that. Not, okay, that's bad. That's really bad. But like, it could have been worse. That's all I'm saying. All right, going in. There's not much to say about the halftime speech Coach gave. Not much to say about it. Okay. In the third quarter, though, they turned it up. Okay, they had a coach. I don't know if you guys watch college football, but if you've ever heard of Steve Spurrier, this was their type of coach. He didn't believe in subbing in guys and not running up. He believed in running up the score and beating you and demoralizing you. And I don't think there's nothing wrong with that, in my opinion, because that's what life's about. You got to keep your foot on the gas and dominate. Well, that's exactly what they did. They pressed the entire third quarter. Heading into the fourth, it was 84 to, I think, I got it on my phone, 84 to, I got 29, but I think it was 84 to 27. 84-27. So yeah, we're all thinking the same thing. Dang, are they really finna hang a 100-piece on us? I've never seen, me personally, like, I've never been to a game or played in a game where a team scored 100 points. And I can promise you, if I was out there, yeah, I'm not saying we was gonna win, but there's no way I'd let them score 100. Like, I would tackle them and get a double technical before I let them get 100 points. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they got 84 heading into the fourth. Everybody on my team's looking at me on the bench. You know, every time a player gets subbed down, they're like, yo, Matt, you think they're going to score 100? You think they're going to score 100? And I really thought the coach, he was going to, like, back off and whatnot. Nope. Kept the dogs in. He subbed in his bench players, but he was still telling them to score. Is that disrespectful? In some people's eyes, yes. In my eyes, I didn't care. You got to do what you got to do. Long story short, they passed 100, and our gym celebrated like we did it. Everybody was like, yeah. I'm like, bro, what? I don't know why they were doing that. I'm like, man, we just got stomped. Final score to the game, 108 to 35. I'm not lying. I'm not capping. I tried finding a picture of it. The game was actually on YouTube, but it got taken down. Tried finding a picture of it. I couldn't. You just kind of take my word for it. It was 108 to 35. Why would I lie about my team getting beat that bad? I have no idea. But it was honestly crazy. I'm talking about they was dunking on us. There was one play where a guy drove baseline, and our player tried to take a charge, and he jumped over him, and our player just like he tried to take a charge, but the dude jumped over him, so there's no charge. It was bad, and there's no reason to talk about the game and all that because they was hitting threes, they was dunking, they was a very sound team. They won the state championship that year, so at least, I guess you could say at least it was a great team, but still, 108 to 35, that's ridiculous. It was one of those games, it was so humiliating and bad. Our players didn't even care. We was like, after the game, we was like, hey man, you trying to go eat, you know what I'm saying? Like, we was laughing it off. At least, I guess the team's chemistry wasn't there, but not chemistry, the team morale wasn't defeated. And it wasn't defeated because we knew we was going to lose going into the game. And we finished the year 0-30. If y'all want a story time about me talking about how the season went, let me know in the comment section down below. If y'all like the story times, once again, 500 likes for another one. And as always, let's be great. I'm out, y'all. Peace.